Welcome to Synergy Markets Weekend video, folks, and let's get straight into this. So the focus of this video is to follow along with how our trade signal service is providing trade signals, and you can learn yourself a little bit, pick up some of the techniques we use, and yeah, that's about it. So let's begin, shall we? So while we cover the FX majors that we look at, just a quick note on the methodology. We aren't following any indicators or anything. This is a structure-based format where we're looking to get invested into the prevailing trend. The way we identify a trend is made up of three pushes, three levels, depending on what time frame you're looking. It's quite a fractal sort of thing. And you'll get an idea on that as we go through this video. So let's start on AUD-CAD. So AUD-CAD, let's just go back to here. I always like to start here just to put into context what we are looking at as a concept. So the concept is this little red staircase, 1, 2, 3 to the high and 1, 2, 3 to the low. Just to make you clear, this shows in all time frames. We're looking at the daily time frame here, and you can see 1, 2, and 3 to the low, and on the way up you can see 1, 2, 3 to the high. On the way down, you can see 1, 2, 3, so on and so forth. 1, 2, 3. Now, it's not always easy to see, and within that push here, you'll see it again. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I don't mean to be patronizing or anything, but that's just what it is. So, what we are using as a filter, call it as you wish, like a filter, is we're using it as a filter because it will allow us to trade in the direction of the prevailing trend. That's all we want to do. So if this, for this particular example, is showing us 1 and 2, we are anticipating a 3. It really is as simple as that. So that's what we're doing here. And AUD-CAD has set us up. We're already in this trade. By the way, we set this as a signal. We're anticipating a big push for the third. The previous high is up here. We anticipate that move. It also completes harmonic move. You see this swing here, AB, that equals CD. This particular swing is a DNA of this particular pair. This particular swing is seen on, well, look, we'll take it for a walk. You get an idea that the market likes to sort of vibrate around that sort of length. So if we take it for a walk, let's see what it really wants to. See if it can show us some ridiculous turning point. Not bad, not bad, not the best. Yeah, that particular length, but you get an idea that the swings are that type of length. You see it again, There's others you could copy. For example, you can probably even see it now. I was to draw that, take it for a walk. It's there. Let's move it along the page. Take this. So, I showed you that first harmonic swing. This is another one that fits quite nicely. No market likes to swing to that vibration. So you just take a couple of these, use them in your arsenal. Price there to there slows down. So you get an idea that we're looking for turning points and using harmonics and market cycles. So the market cycle bit is this 1, 2, and 3, and the harmonics part are the lengths of these trends based on what the DNA of the pair is. So yeah, that's basically my strategy. So AUD-CAD, we're looking at this long. There's a bit more to the strategy, but I'm not going to go into that in full-blown detail. Incidentally, Synergy Markets is a authorized and regulated institution, and what we specialize in is building portfolios, putting together advisory-based portfolios, typical equities, and we supplement that with trade ideas, which is sort of morphed into a trade signal service. Why not? We took this trade last week here, entry long. Ultimately, what we're seeing is a higher high, higher low, 3 hits to the low, push 1, expecting push 2, push 3 up here. So this is a nice one and looks really good. So we can see we've got, wow, how can you say that's really a week of no net? But I see it as a high, 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 low, push 1, push 2, push 3, and looking for longs. That's really nice. So this was the last lower high, really. We had a change, break, but this is the last lower high that made a new low. Because none of these made new low from here. It looks like it, but they're all testing candles. Right, moving on. This is nice. This is really nice. I'm going to get more into this beautiful setup. So again, The service isn't about sending hundreds of trades. It's very much about selecting a small number of trades, and I spent too much time on that pair. I'm not going to spend time on every pair, pointless. Let's look at AUD/USD. So AUD/USD, we've got this beautiful chart, we've got the diagram of where we are for the context. We're here. So we're still expecting the market to pull away with a 1, 2, and I expect this liquidity to get looked at down here. So it's a great opportunity. It's also, if we take the Harmonic Walker for a walk, let's get it in a nice bright color. This gives me a bit of a cold. Well, we can take it to, let's take it to there, see where it wants to go. That's a swing ultimately. So you can get an idea that that low there to that high there is pretty much that swing. So, here to here, this is the vibration. You've probably never seen this stuff before, folks, but you should definitely incorporate it into your trading. So this one is a 1. It's only here that it starts to come out of consolidation to make the trend. This is all consolidation, hence a consolidation zone. So you can see how the harmonics are fitting. I see this as push 1. I see this as a potential push 2. And that's where I see price sort of going now. We're looking for an entry. The minute this is just high highs, high lows. So yeah, it's sort of kind of done what I mapped out it would do. That's quite strange. That would have been a good old trade. Jesus. Yeah. Interesting. So we got a dare drop, second dare drop. Could have taken a third dare drop on Friday. Typically it doesn't happen. I want to see this change of structure to kick in. So far we are seeing a lower low. What are we seeing here? Lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. Are we going to get a third lower low? We shall wait and see. Let's have a look. Let's have a look for a second. Bear with me. So this is a nice setup. I had pre-drawn this in without, this trading is all about projecting. So you're trying to project what you think is going to happen. You're trying to predict the future. It sounds stupid. The whole concept is stupid, but it works. So that's it. Let's have a look. Bear with me. So yeah, we've got we had a change break 3. So that's basically the first high, 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 low. It looks quite, looks quite bullish. Dare I say it? It does look a bit bullish. Okay, so moving on, but it is bearish long term. I sound contradictory. This is a downtrend, no doubt about it. 1, 2, 3, but it is trying to create the illusion of a high, 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 low. Once we get down here, we're talking. Until then, I'm just passing. Not clear enough. Euro AED is one that Euro AED is. Let's have a look. So this is Euro AUD, and again, you can see that we're projecting and it hasn't worked. So when it don't work, you just move on and you pass. We were looking to see a change of structure here, didn't happen. It did give us a week of rise, second week of rise, didn't play out any more than that. Let's have a look on the daily. Still, the structure we like to see, cycle 1, cycle 2. So we are anticipating the third. We have now got the famous 3 hits for the low. So I am watching pretty damn carefully here for movement. Okay, cool. Moving on. What have we got? EuroCAD. That's another good one. EuroCAD, spoken about it in the past few videos. I think it's completing the top of the first cycle, second cycle. I think this can come a lot lower, so I'm just going to pass on that for now. Different dynamic to AUD CAD. Euro NZD. I think that's broken out the second zone, and I think what we're seeing here, we've seen the change. We've seen the break, retest. This was an entry for us, which we stole a few pips. Quite tricky, really, because it's 1, 2, 3. I can certainly count 3, and we have made a new. Oh, have we? That's actually super, super interesting. We haven't broken the structure here, so this could be a near-term high. We'll wait and see. Euro USD, been studying this one pretty hard. Big battles between dollar and euro. Big old Gartley. ABCD, Gartley and blue, notice the harmonics. So we expect price to retreat from here. This is the control point. We've got 1, 2, 3. That wasn't a new high, so we were expecting the market to give us a bit of a pullback on that, which it has done. If we look closer, we've got 1 day, 2 day, 3 days of drop. That's completed the down cycle, but we do have a week of drop followed by a second week of drop. So we do expect further downside this week. What's it on? I'm not going to look at that one. Moving on. We'll look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin is a bit of a beast, mega beast. I think it's topped. So I'm just going to put it out there. It doesn't matter if I'm wrong. That's what I think. There's my cycle. One, two, one, two, three. And that's it. So yeah, that's what I think is going to happen with Bitcoin. Getting on to my power plays. USD CAD. Expecting a third month of rise here. Power play. 1 month, 2 month in line with a big cycle. Nice W starting. Push one. This is part of push two. Love, an internal push one, push two, but push three we're expecting. Let's see if there's any more nice parts to it. So we've got a day of rise, second day. This is the third day of rise, not counting Sunday as the day, so it'll be Monday as the third day. If there's a big gap, we'll have to reassess that, but that looks super bullish to me. You can see the consolidation zones where we are cycling. So yeah, absolutely love that. Folks, I'm going to stop it there because I don't want to give too much and make it boring. So I'm going to keep it at that. I wish you all the best and let's have a good week. Cheers.